With WRC Generations looking to be an all-encompassing final entry to the series by KT Racing, the team has revived a number of rallies from previous games. To show off how the game has evolved, we were able to capture 4x WRC esports champion Nacon as he raced the revived Tour de Corsica stage, and then compare it to its last appearance in WRC 8. Now we've got a few caveats here in that WRC Generations was captured on a high-end PC with a full racing wheel rig and ultra-wide screen, while the copy of WRC that we have at home was only for the Xbox One, limiting it to 1080p and 30 FPS. So resolution and performance will not be comparable, but you can see the shifts in art direction, the cosmetic improvements to the track that change the scenery, and the shift in lighting even though both are set at the evening time of day. Perhaps what is most surprising is just how significantly KT Racing has modified the track. These things go from tweaking the pitch, camber and bumps of certain sections to completely overhauling sequences of corners and dramatically cutting away to almost completely different environments. So let's go back to the very start of this stage, Pietrasella Reverse. The corners in WRC Generations are faster and more sweeping, and there's far fewer trees on the left side of the track so that when you're looking downhill you can really see the scenery. On the right hand side it's also nowhere near as rugged and rocky, both of these factors helping to give it a much more open feeling. This all snakes down to what is a very tight hairpin in WRC Generations that wasn't there before. In WRC 8 it was more of a 100 degrees turn to the left. And it's from this point that they kind of regain a similar tone, the road cutting down into a rocky gorge and then twisting back and forth. But again, as you emerge from this and approach this stage's tunnel, Generations is faster and more flowing. At the other end of the tunnel, the blind corner in WRC 8 is opened up so that you can just carry your speed through this. As a pretty blind corner, it was very easy to smash into this in WRC 8, but in Generations you can now carry on almost flat if you've got enough faith. And again, we see through this section just how open the scenery is in WRC Generations, stripping back a lot of the trees and rocky outcroppings, while more intricate turns have been smoothed out for a higher speed second sector to this stage. Both versions of this stage do feature you racing through a village, taking a 90-degree turn to the right, and then heading down into the woods. It still hurtles through a wildly twisty section on a very tight and twisty track, but this has also all been tweaked and re-engineered, even if it ends in the same way with a left 3 and a squared off corner. The lighting here really helps to keep it feeling much brighter and easier to track where you're going, even if you're still skipping through some quite dense trees and rocky sidings. And as you come to that squared left turn, it is now so much more open. There's no trees in front of you, there's just an expanse of sea that you can see well off into the distance. Now, I don't want to repeat myself too much through this video, but I will say as these things carry on playing in the background that this is quite an impressive transformation that really shines when comparing the two iterations side by side like this. While this is pitched as a returning rally stage from WRC 8, and it's got the same name, a common theme and a handful of landmarks throughout it, KT Racing has really transformed this stage from one that is often really quite tricky and closed in feeling. It is now something far faster, open feeling and more flowing. To see this overhauled stage in full, go and check out our other video which features this and the Savar stage from the brand new Snowy Rally Sweden. Our thanks to 4x WRC esports champion Lohan Nexel Blanc for showing us how it's done, and to KT Racing for inviting us to visit their studio in Paris. Head over to thesixthaxis.com for more WRC Generations content, a look back at KT Racing's tenure with the WRC license, and some hints of what is coming in the future from this studio with Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. But before you go, please do make sure to click like, subscribe, the bell icon, and all of the usual YouTube things, and hopefully we will see you again soon. Goodbye!
Right 5, short, narrows, into left 6, don't cut, 30, left 5, short, right 6, narrows, into left 5, tightens, and flat right, into flat left, into right 5, and left